Hello, my beautiful friends. I have a magnificent ceremony for you today. It is for the summer solstice / full moon that we are going to be experiencing June 20th and June 21st. And it is all inspired by ancient Egyptian initiations, rituals, and practices. I am going on a solo trip to Egypt. And I will be doing this ceremony there. And so I've done all of this research and studying for a long time. I've been having a lot of visions and callings and speaking to Isis and things like this. And so this has been on my heart for a long time. And it's something that I actually, in full transparency, built for myself. And then I thought to myself today, like, why not? Why would I not share this with the world? And so I really hope this resonates with you. And so what is happening is we have our summer solstice, June 20th. And what the summer solstice means is like the sun is at the highest point in the sky. We have the longest days of sun of the year. And so in ancient Egypt, this was celebrated as like their new year. And it was like the coming of the new. A lot of ancient Egyptian temples are built so that on the summer solstice, the sun comes through like the cracks or the walls or the pillars of the temples to illuminate the whole temple. So this was a super special day for ancient Egyptians, and that's going to be for us June 20th. And then to make it even more incredible, the very next day, June 21st, we have a full moon in Capricorn, which this is a rare thing to have a solstice and a full moon back to back. So I'm super excited and I just had to share, okay? And so to kind of dive into the meaning of what this is that full moons are usually about letting go. We don't usually do rituals on full moons because they can be a little auspicious. The energy can be a little wild. So I would suggest to do this full moon specifically on the June 20th, the day of the summer solstice, okay? But follow your intuition of what calls to you the most. But yes, full moons are all about letting go, shedding what no longer serves us. And then a summer solstice, especially in Egyptian tradition, is about initiation. It is about stepping into our new selves, calling in alignment with the universe, being abundant. The summer solstice was a time when Sirius, one of the main stars in ancient Egypt, would start to come over the horizon. And so it was a huge celebration. And also it was when the Nile rivers would become the most abundant and water and fertilize the land. And so it was this time of abundance and revitalization and energy and empowerment and bold, beautiful, new becomings, okay? And so I would really love to work with this time, and I suggest for you, if that feels aligned to you, to do as well. And so the purpose of this specific ceremony is we'll spend a little bit of time like more purifying ourselves, letting kind of in the honor of the full moon, letting go, but it's more about just like releasing and purifying ourselves. And then we will call in our purpose, our life purpose, what we are here in this incarnation for. Such a powerful, incredible thing that I know personally I can get distracted from way too often. And so really trying to be in alignment with that. And also, how incredible, but to call in the universe's assistance and surrender. Surrender to the universe too. They're both the same thing, right? We want to call in the serendipities and the guidance from God and the universe and the stars and the sun and the moon. But we also have to surrender to it. It's like a two-part thing. It's like we can call it in and then it can show up. And if we're not ready, or it's not even that if we're not ready, it's if we're not willing to let go of control and surrender to this beautiful, incredible path that maybe our mind can't understand, but our heart knows and feels, then we miss the opportunity that we called in the universe, okay? And so through that, then we're also, the other part of this ceremony is going to be connecting to our heart so that we're able to surrender to the universe, that we're able to, once we've called it in, move forward towards it, okay? And why the heart is so important is the heart is the center of consciousness. Ancient Egyptians used to... but ancient Egyptians would talk about how actually what they believed is that when you died, your heart was weighed. Your heart was weighed to see what kind of development in your consciousness you made in this life. because it, again, is the center of consciousness. And even if you think about the chakras, like our upper 3 chakras, crown, third eye, throat, these are all our spiritual chakras. And then our lower 3 chakras, our root, sacral, and solar plexus, these are all our human chakras. And one of the biggest things of this life is to balance the human and the spiritual, and the heart is the bridge of the spiritual and of the human. And so the point of the heart is like the center of consciousness. So once we become in alignment with our heart, the universe can guide us as much as it can, but if we're not following our heart and allowing it in, then we can miss a lot of opportunities and we cause ourselves suffering and struggling of the mind. Okay, so there's my little tangent. But so yes, our summer solstice will be June 20th, and then our full moon is the next day, June 21st. Okay, so I would really recommend doing this ceremony on June 20th during the summer solstice. I would really recommend, if you can, doing it outside and at sunrise. If that is not possible for you, totally okay. If you're doing it indoor and you have no windows and you can't do it during sunrise, that's great. This is all about intention, okay? And so do it inside. Imagine a beautiful sunrise. Connect, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Imagine that, okay? None of that is going to make this ceremony any less powerful for you. And so the other thing that we want to work on with this ceremony, right, is connecting with it's again a couple steps. We're going to purify. We're going to connect with our purpose. We're going to align to the universe and call in its assistance and its abundance. And then we are going to surrender to the universe, aka just connecting to our heart, letting our heart guide us. And so connecting to the purpose in the universe is a lot of using the law of attraction. And if you haven't heard of the law of attraction, what it pretty much just means is manifesting, using affirmations, speaking things out into existence. Our words have vibration. Our bodies have vibration. All energy of the universe has vibration and communicates with each other through vibration. And so by speaking these things out, we can literally create the energy around us and create our future. The other thing that we will use law of attraction for and our words is to connect with our life purpose, whether you feel like you know what it is or not. What a beautiful thing to really think about, that we incarnate in this life. We come into this life, this earth, this world, for a purpose, for a reason. Our soul has a reason. And I know I can speak for myself that I get distracted far too often from that purpose. And so one of my intentions right now and always is always to try to realign with that and connect with it deeper. And so the way that we're going to kind of layer this all on top and even bring ancient Egypt even in more, during this ceremony, we are going to connect with and call in goddess Isis. Isis is one of the main Egyptian goddesses of ancient Egypt. She is the goddess of many things. She is the goddess of the sun, which is again why we are going to be working with her on the summer solstice. She is also the goddess of rebirth, of fertility, and not necessarily, yes, like it can be like in a mother fertility way, but it's more in like a rebirth. She is the goddess of magic, the goddess of healing, the goddess of magical healer. She's also said to have been a human before she became a goddess. So again, aligning that human and that spiritual self. And she is also a goddess that's very deeply connected to her heart. Okay, so she's really beautifully in alignment with this ceremony. And so moving on to the things that you will need for this ceremony. You will need water. This can be I would suggest probably in a bowl. You can use any water that feels good to you. I would maybe take a moment to set an intention over the water, bless the water. If you want to put some rose petals in it or some oils in it, amazing. But really making it the intention of just being this purifying, loving water, okay? And then incense. I would suggest a flowery incense. Also, it could be frankincense. Or any incense that aligns with you, really, okay? It can also be Palo Santo or sage if that feels like it's calling to you the most. And then another thing that I would suggest, if you have it, is a sistrum. It's a little musical instrument that rattles, it vibrates. And again, we're talking about the law of attraction, words, manifestation, all of that. By speaking things out, we are using the vibration of our voice to call things in. And so it's an instrument that vibrates, and it was very heavily used in ancient Egypt. If you don't have a casual sistrum in your house, don't worry, no problem. Your words are just as powerful. It's just about gathering tools that we feel like we can put our intention into and elevate that intention, okay? So you can elevate your intention with whatever tools feel the most aligned with you, or whatever tools you have, okay? And that is enough. The other thing that we will need is an avocado or a piece of fruit and a knife to cut it. We're going to cut it up. And I would just pick something that you like, and we're going to eat it, okay? And something that maybe is easy to cut up, just so that while you're in ceremony, you're not like dripping peach juice all over you. And any altar pieces that you prefer to set up an altar, okay? And so we're going to just set up this space by setting up the altar in any way we want. Again, I suggest outside at sunrise, but you can do this inside in the night, whenever aligns with you the most, okay? So pick a space that feels good. If you want to use that sage or that Palo Santo or anything to cleanse it, set an intention, use your voice to cleanse it. Set up your space, gather all your tools, and set up an altar. And an altar can be anything. It can be crystals and incense and statues and figurines, or it can also just be pictures of your loved ones or your little trinkets that mean something to you, okay? Flowers, it can be nothing. You don't need an altar. It's whatever aligns with you the most. You are not limited based on not having things, okay? And so we're going to move into the ceremony part of it now. And this is kind of an 8-part ceremony. And so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with our hands at our heart, okay? And then we are going to open them like wings. If you've ever seen photos of Isis, she is a winged goddess, okay? And the whole point is to connect with our heart and open our wings and fly. Step into our initiation, step into our purpose. The universe is here and wants to align with us. It wants to guide us in this. So let's fly. Let's fly together. Let's trust it. You can fly. You are capable of flying, okay? And then the next step that I would suggest with that is wanting to speak softly. And so it's eset re, eset sopetep, eset sopetep. Let me do that again for you. Eset re, eset sopetep, eset sopetep. And you can speak softly, okay? And it's ancient Egyptian for I welcome you with an open heart into your abode. Okay, so we're welcoming in our heart. We're welcoming in Isis. We are calling the abundance of the universe and the connection, our guides, whoever we would like to call in this moment, okay? And then your second step will be to cleanse with water, okay? And this is going to be the purifying step, the letting go. So any water that you've already set up for yourself, all you would need to do is you can dip your fingers in it and you're just going to flick your body. Feel the refreshness on your body. Imagine any sludge or anything that's attached to you just melting away and being let go, okay? Pay special attention to your heart, okay? A lot of times, I know personally, I really struggled lately with feeling like my heart is like hard, like I don't feel it. And that can happen a lot when we get really in the mind and we're going, so focused on the things we need to do. So cleanse the mind, let that go, cleanse the heart, and just really take some time to send presence into the heart, to feel it and sit with it, okay? Cleanse yourself with the water, letting go of anything in your energy field, anything inside your body that no longer serves you, so we can step into our best selves, our highest purpose, okay? And then our next step is we want to awaken that heart. And the way that we're going to do that is with lighting incense, okay? So in whatever way that feels safe to you, having something that you can put the incense down in, or if you use sage or Palo Santo, you want to start by lighting that. If you do have that sistrum, this would be a beautiful moment to rattle it over your heart, really feeling the vibration aligned with your heart. And if you don't have a system, that's okay. You can use your voice. This is a really beautiful moment to use your voice. You can even Om. Om is the sound of the universe, connecting to the universe even more with your Om. You can do both if you want. Om. And really trying to feel it in your heart, okay? And so then we want to say, in the name of Isis, Ma'at, my heart awakens. Ma'at is another name for Isis, okay? So in the name of Isis, Ma'at, my heart awakens. The incense is burning, awakening your heart. You're feeling that vibration in it. Also, if you want, you can just sit for a while and just send attention and presence and love into your heart and just observe how after some time you will literally start to feel your heart. You feel a tingling physical sensation. And if your mind starts to get in the way, just put your attention on that heart. You can even imagine a glowing light of sun in your heart and feel the warmth that it has, and put your attention and focus on that until you really feel complete in that moment with that aspect of the ritual, okay? And then our next aspect is going to be to sit and listen. And the point of this is we want to connect with the heartbeat. We want to connect our heartbeat, sit and listen to our heartbeat. We're going to connect it with the heartbeat of nature and the universe, connecting it with the heartbeat of Isis and God, okay? And so we're going to start with listening. If, again, you're inside, if you can open windows to hear things, if not, any noises you can hear are beautiful. Isis's heartbeat and the universe's heartbeat is in all things. It is in the wind. It is in the birds singing. If you're in the middle of a city, it's in the traffic. It's in all of it, okay? So just hearing the of the heartbeat of the earth, focusing on it. And then finding your own pulse, however you want, your wrist, your neck, and focusing on that heartbeat and doing your best actually to align the two, okay? This isn't something you need to force. You can just do your best. If you feel like you're struggling to connect with the heartbeat of the universe, that's okay. Imagine the wong of the heartbeat. Not just imagine it. When we imagine things, we're using our third eye. It's another form of manifesting and putting it into our energy field. And we're literally then connecting with it and creating it, okay? And so you can feel your heartbeat with your fingers, and you can literally set the intention of connecting with the heartbeat of the universe and imagine it, and you will connect with it, okay? Coming into alignment, following that heart, coming into alignment with the universe, okay? And so now our fifth step is going to be our law of attraction, our manifestations, our affirmations, and all through the heart. I would really suggest that we use the terminology, I am ... insert your affirmation of the heart, in the heart, with the heart, through the heart, okay? So I am aware in my heart. These are just some suggestions. You're going to want to think about your intention, your affirmations, your manifestation. But again, if you just want to follow the steps of the ritual and you want it to be specifically also about connecting with your life purpose, connecting with the universe, connecting with the wisdom of ancient Egypt and Isis, the goddess of the sun, the goddess of rebirth, of magic and healing, and goddess of the heart, then we can use affirmations along that route. So I am power in my heart. I am wise in my heart. I am compassionate through my heart. I am fulfilled through my heart. My life purpose calls to me and I am in alignment with my heart. The universe works through me and through my heart to guide me. I am blessed in my heart. I am blessed through my heart. I am grateful in my heart. I am grateful through my heart. I am connected to the universe and nature and Isis through my heart. So you see what I'm doing. And it's not just about saying the words, okay? The law of attraction is about feeling it. It is about your conscious state in coming up to that moment of calling in things, of manifesting things. And that's why we're going through all of these steps. We want to ground ourselves, purify ourselves, connect with the universe, and feel the universe, feel the heartbeat of the universe, feel our own heartbeat, so that we can speak out our manifestation and our law of attraction to align with our highest self, our highest path and purpose. And again, just let it flow through you. Not to the point not because you're reading it off of a page like I'm reading my notes. Forgive me, but as because you're feeling it, because it's what's coming up through you, because it's what you desire, what we want wants us, okay? And when we look at our desires and our wants from an unselfish place, from without like the emotions of worry or lack or things like that, those things want us. Those are most likely leading us to our purpose in this life. Okay? And so sitting with those, taking as much time as you want to call that in, let the sun touch your skin, and this is the initiation of a new chapter. Feel it. Okay? Tension is not just about the voice. Yes, the vibration is amazing and part of it, but you have to feel it in your heart, okay? And so our step 6 is we're going to take our avocado, our piece of fruit, whatever feels in alignment with us. And this is going to represent our heart, Isis's heart, the universe's heart, which we're really using Isis as connecting to the universe, as a gateway through to the universe. So you can call it whatever you like, but we're going to use this as a ritual and as a symbol of all of these hearts coming together, okay? And so what you want to do is you want to cut it into 5 pieces. And we are going to align the 5 pieces with the 5-rayed star of Isis. This is part of Isis's symbolism. And it just looks like a classic star, okay? And so go ahead and put your 5 pieces at the edges of the star, and we are going to connect. We're going to eat one piece at a time as we connect one part of ourselves with the universe, with Isis, okay? With our highest self, our soul. And so you eat one piece, and you're going to say, you shared with me your sacred heart, and you eat that, connecting with the sacred heart of the universe. And then my spirit is joined to your spirit is the next piece. We're connecting with the spirit of the universe. Mind is joined to your mind. Eat the next piece, connecting with the mind of the universe, the intelligence of the universe. My soul is joined to your soul, connecting with the soul, eating another piece. And last but not least, oh, I'm sorry, 2 more. And then you eat a piece. My body is aligned with the body of the universe. Really feeling that, creating the intention. And then now, last but not least, heart is aligned with your heart, eating the last piece. And really feeling it as you eat each piece, feeling that part of yourself aligning with that part of the universe, really stepping into full alignment, okay? And so again, we're calling in our purpose. We're calling in the universe's assistance because it wants to assist us. It's trying to assist us. And then we're surrendering and connecting to our heart so that we're able to receive the help that it's giving to us, okay? And so now to really let that sink in, our 7th step is we want to sit. Probably you're already sitting, so continue to sit. And we want to feel everything, okay? The ancient Egyptian practice of initiation is people who would study and concentrate and practice for a long time to raise their consciousness high enough. And then they would go through what was then called an initiation. And how the steps of doing that can really be broken into 3 things. 1, you're thinking of everything in your mind. 2, you're feeling everything. You're in your heart, your body. You're feeling this physical sensations, the energy around you. It's not that you're living your life moment by moment through your thoughts. It's that you are feeling your reality, okay? And then the 3rd step, which is a little bit harder to grasp, but I have total faith in you, is being. It's like you transcend from feeling and you just are. You just are everything. You are your soul. You are everything in alignment all at once, okay? And so this is the point that we want to try to really sit with. It's okay if you're in your mind or if you're in the feeling phase or in the being phase, whatever you're in. What we want to do is we want to sit and we want to try to go through those phases. If you're in your thoughts, just feel into your body, feel in any tingling sensations in your body and focus on that feeling, okay? And just let that expand. And that, if you sit with it long enough, it can expand into the being of your full self. But really, all you need to do is just sit with the feeling. Sit with the feeling of gratitude. Okay, the other part of the law of attraction, of manifestation, is claiming and calling in what we want from our hearts, and then accepting it as if it's done, because it is done. Okay, we have to genuinely accept that it's done. And so we want to sit with that and we want to let it sink in that all of these things that we just called in are now ours. Feel that in your body and feel the overwhelming, incredible gratitude for life and the universe for that, okay? Feel Isis flying around you or sitting next to you and feel her radiating power. Feel the universe radiating around you, okay? You are loved. You are divine. You are a soul. You are a human. All of these things are meant to be and are part of divinity. Feel that divinity. Okay, and then our eighth phase, our eighth step will be closing. And what I would suggest doing is taking your water and dipping your fingers in and blessing all four directions around you, okay? Up, down, left, and right. And really thanking the universe, giving something to the universe. We are in connection with the universe. So thank the universe. Give it thanks. Give it presence and love and attention, and send that energy to connect and be in circle with the universe, okay? And then we want to open, because we started with our heart and going into the wings of Isis, okay? And so now we want to start with the wings of Isis, with the universe, with our purpose, the way that we can fly, the way that we're meant to fly in this universe and be guided and have the wind beneath our wings, the way that Isis is helping us. And you want to bring that energy and put it back into your heart. And I want to say put it back into your heart because that energy is always there. But what we're doing is we are putting the energy into our heart so that we can then move forward in life following our heart with all of that energy that we just cultivated, okay? And we want to say aloud, "Oh Isis, you have filled my heart. You are indeed the Lady of Abundance." And just feel it. You may want to sit. You may want to meditate. You may just want to be. You may want to go to bed. You may want to jump for joy because life is incredible and you are incredible and everything is meant for you and the universe is surrounding you and helping you and guiding you and blessing you. Whatever feels the most in alignment, that is for you, okay? And you can do these steps as quickly or as short or as long as you want. You can sit and meditate at each process, whatever feels best for you. Use your intuition. Your intuition is your guide. Your heart is your guide. I thank you so much for being here with me. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns in the comments below. I am really trying to create all from my heart, follow my own purpose, start a beautiful community here. And so if you want to get to know me more or reach out if you feel in alignment, if you like my energy, I invite you. I have coaching, I have group coaching, astrology readings, energy healings, any of those beautiful things, if it feels aligned to you, okay? It's really just my highest excitement, my highest purpose. And so, of course, I need to offer them to you in order for them to be available. So I send you lots of love and have a beautiful summer solstice and full moon. Mwah.